I'm going to invite you to come down to your mat today. Let's start by laying on our back. Find a position that's comfortable for you. Maybe that is on fetal pose or lying in child's pose. Maybe it's just flat on your back. And let's take a second to shut down our eyes. Just notice your breathing for a second. Feel how you feel laying down on your mat. Maybe it's the first time today since you woke up this morning. And let's introduce our breathing. So let's take a nice big inhale through our nose. Hold it. And exhale it out. Nice big inhale. And exhale it out. Take a few on your own. Feeling your chest and your belly rise with each inhale. And feel everything sink back down into the mat. Feel your body get heavier, like melted butter with each exhale. Good. If at any time today during your practice you feel strained or like you're struggling, make sure you find your breath again. Try to reconnect with it. And let's bring a little life into our bodies. So maybe wiggle out your fingers or your toes. Maybe drop your head side to side. Let's take a nice big body stretch. So all arms all the way to the back of the room. Zip those legs together. Point the toes. Tighten everything up. Take an inhale. Hold it. Exhale, release it out. Let's take a hug in with our knees, nice and gently. Just take some simple rocks side to side. Good. Allow the feet to plant in the center of the mat. Bring the soles of the feet to touch and allow your knees to open up like pages of a book. Take a second here. Bring your hands to your belly and take a nice big inhale. Exhale it out. Inhale the arms all the way to the back of the room. Exhale, reaching farther and farther, one at a time towards the back of the room for an upper body stretch. Good, let's grab opposite elbows. Keeping your hips and your feet where they are, we're going to raise our upper body towards the left side of our mat, arcing. Maybe gaze comes under the right armpit. Feeling that nice side stretch on the right side. And return your body back to center first. Switch elbows. Good. Let's take an inhale. On the exhale, drop your body to the right side of your mat, arcing towards the right. Maybe gaze comes under the left armpit. And then return your upper body first. Release the elbows. Let your hands help you close your knees up. And let's take another hug in with our knees. A few gentle rocks. Good. If your head and shoulders are lifted, release them down. Hands can come to a cactus or a T. Allow the feet to come to the center of the mat, keeping the knees tented. On an inhale, raise that left leg all the way up to the sky, pushing through the left heel. Exhale, left leg's going to come over the right knee, keeping that left foot flexed. Open up the left knee towards the front of the room. And let's take a recline twist here. So knees are going to drop towards the left side. Using that left foot to anchor the right knee down. let's take a counter twist. So with using your core, raise yourself back up first. Take an inhale. On the exhale, let that left foot drop towards the right wall. Keeping that left knee open towards the front of the room. Maybe gaze comes over the left shoulder. And using your core to raise yourself back up. Take an inhale, send that left leg all the way up to the sky again. Push through the left heel. Exhale, release the foot down to the top of the mat, nice and slowly. Left foot's going to meet the right. Take an inhale, let's go to the right side. Inhale that right leg all the way up, pushing through the right heel. Exhale, drop the foot to cross over the left knee, opening up that right knee towards the front of the room. Take an inhale. Exhale, let's let our knees fall towards the right, using that right foot to anchor the left knee down. Using your core to raise you up. Return back to center and let's counter that twist. So let's let that right foot fall towards the left wall. Opening up that right knee towards the front of the room, and then maybe gaze coming over your right shoulder. Using your core, raise yourself back up. Inhale that right foot all the way up to the sky again. Push through that right heel. Exhale, release it down to the top of the mat, nice and slowly. Once it's there, right foot's going to meet the left. Let's take a bigger hug in with our knees. This time maybe grabbing the shins or grabbing the feet, wrapping yourself up into a little ball. And release the head and shoulders down. Keep the knees tucked into your chest using your core. Let's take a shoulder stretch here. So left arm's going to come across your chest. Hook it with your right forearm, opening up that left shoulder. And release, open the arms wide. Take an inhale. And take an exhale. Let's go the other side. Right arm's going to come across your chest. Hook it with the left forearm, opening up that right shoulder. And release that out and open. Take a breath. Let's bring our hands to under our thighs and take a few rocks back and forth on your mat from the front to the back. Once you're ready, raise yourself up. Feet can stay at the top of the mat, knees can stay planted. Come evenly on your sit bones. You can bring your hands under your thighs, open your chest, roll away your shoulders from your ears. Sit nice and tall. And just lean back a little bit. Maybe raising your feet, your legs so they're parallel to the floor. Let's see if we can release that right arm. And back. Left arm. And back. And then let's try both for your high boat pose. And back. Plant the feet. Plant the hands behind you, fingertips towards your sit bones. Take an inhale, get nice and strong in your shoulders first. Exhale, let's raise into a reverse tabletop. So raise those hips up to the sky, keeping the knees parallel to each other. Maybe gaze can drop back. And then once you're ready, return your sit bones to the mat. Using your strength, scoot your butt back. Left leg is going to come out in front of you. Right foot's going to plant on the inside of your left leg. Turn your upper body first towards your left leg. Let's take an inhale, arms all the way up, gaze up. Exhale, cactus the arms, drop the elbows. Inhale the arms back up with a flat back, fold over the left leg. Trying not to round the back, so maybe gaze comes to your big toe or chin towards your knee. Slowly walk yourself back up. Fingertips are going to plant on the right side of you. Let's sweep that left leg behind you so the left knee comes to your right foot. Take an inhale, sit up nice and tall on your right sit bones. And on the exhale, let's walk those fingers back. Take a twist in your mermaid pose. Gaze can come over your right shoulder. And then walk yourself back to center. Bring that left foot back first, and then let's switch legs. So right foot's going to come out in front of you. Left foot's planted on the inside of your right thigh. Take a second to turn your upper body towards your right leg. On an inhale, raise the arms up, gaze up. Exhale, cactus out the arms, open the chest. Inhale back up, create some space, and then with a flat back, fold over the right leg. Now each side might feel different. Some are tighter on the right or the left. Don't judge yourself, just listen to your body. And when you're ready, walk yourself back up. Fingertips are going to plant on the left side of you. Let's sweep that right leg behind you. Right knee is going to come to the left foot. Inhale, sit up high on the left sit bone. Exhale, walk the fingers towards the back of the room, opening up, twisting to the left. Maybe gaze comes over that left shoulder. And then unravel yourself. Bring the right leg back first. Let's cross our legs and roll over into our tabletop pose. So let's take a few cat-cows here. Knees are hip distance apart. Hands are directly under your shoulders. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Keep them a little tented. And let's take an inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, push the ground away. Open the shoulder blades. Tuck the belly, tuck the chin. Inhale, drop it back to cow pose. Exhale, round the back into your cat back. And take a few of these on your own, however they maybe feel good for you. Maybe it's circles with cat-cow. Maybe it's wagging your tail, stretching out your hips. And when you're ready, come back to your neutral tabletop. Gaze towards the front of the room. On an inhale, we're going to get strong in our hands and shoulders. And then inhale that left leg all the way to the back of the room, pushing through that left heel. Exhale, hug it in, knee to nose. Inhale it back out. Exhale, hug it in. Inhale back out. Exhale, hug it in. Last one, inhale it back out. Good, nice and strong. Push through the heel. Allow that foot to drop to the back of the mat. Let's kickstand the right leg. Get strong on your right hand and then open up the chest towards the left wall, raising that left hand into the air. Good, inhale, open a little more. Exhale, thread the needle. Bring that left hand under your right armpit. Inhale, back up and open. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale it back, open. Exhale, thread the needle. Last one, inhale it all the way open. Option 2, test your balance here. Raise that left leg up, elevate it, maybe bringing your left arm to hug your ear towards the front of the room. Or maybe you want to take half bow here. Find your left foot with your left hand and then take that back bend. without flinging your foot, slowly release your foot. Everything's going to come down to the mat. The knees meet, the hands meet. And let's take a few cat-cows again. And maybe wag your tail a little. Let's go to the other side, so nice and strong in your hands. Gaze towards the front of the room. Inhale that right leg all the way back. Push through the heel. Exhale, hug it in, knee to nose. Inhale it out, push through. Exhale, hug it in, knee to nose. Inhale, last one, push through the right heel. Allow the right foot to come down to the mat. Let's kickstand the left leg. Get strong in your left arm and then open up the chest towards the right wall. Let's inhale, open a little bit more. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale it back up. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale it back up. Last one, exhale, thread that needle. Inhale up. And option 2, if you did it on the other side, elevate that right leg. Maybe right arm comes to hug your ear towards the front of the wall. Or if you took the half bow, right hand finds the right foot, and then take that back bend. Good, without flinging your foot, release it. Everything's gonna come down to the mat. Knees meet, hands meet. Let's take a child's pose. So open up those knees wider than the hips. Big toes to touch. Walk your hands out in front of you and release yourself down to the mat. Take a few breaths here. If you want to make it an active pose, you can walk your hands a little bit farther to the front. Lowering your chest and chin into puppy pose, keeping your hips high. And if you can't get there at first, maybe rocking yourself down, up and down, see how far you go. And if that's too much on your shoulders, feel free to come to your forearms and relax. Good, once you're ready, let's come back to our neutral tabletop. Tuck the toes. We're going to hover the knees. Send the hips back. Come back, hover the knees, and set them down. So doing a little core engagement here. Inhale, hover the knees. Exhale, send the hips back. Inhale, hover the knees. Exhale, relax. One more time, at your own pace, your own breath. Good, let's find our first down dog. So let's tuck the toes, hover the knees, send those hips back like you just did, and then send those hips up and back. Good, it might feel a little weird at first, so let's check our alignment. Let's roll into our high plank, shoulders over the wrists, and this is where you would adjust your hands. So feet are about 2 fists apart. Hands are under your shoulders, index fingers parallel to each other. And now find your down dog. Beautiful, maybe pedal it out a little. Take a few breaths here. Bring a big bend into the knees, come onto the tiptoes. Gaze towards the front of the room, and then hop, step, or walk your way up to your hands. However you want to get there. Once you arrive, take an inhale, halfway lift. Flat back, exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up, all the way up, Urdhvastasana, hands to touch. Exhale, hands to heart space. Tadasana, mountain pose. And let's feel our foundation, how strong we are. Grip the mat with your toes. Engage the legs. tuck the belly, tuck the tailbone, open the chest up, fingers apart. Maybe shut down your eyes for a second. Good. Inhale, circle the arms up, slight back bend. Exhale, swan dive, leading with the chest, forward fold. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the fingertips, bring a big bend into the knees. Let's send that left foot all the way to the back of the mat, keeping the heel raised off the mat. Take a second here, sink into your right hip a little bit, maybe gaze towards the front of the room. And when you're ready, let's lower that left knee down nice and slow. Untuck those left toes, walk your right foot up a little bit more towards the front of the mat. Sink a little deeper into that right hip. And grounding down into your feet, getting light on your fingertips, raise yourself up, and then find your crescent lunge. So sink into that right hip, shoulders roll away from your ears. Or maybe this is where you want to hang out today, whatever feels good. So take whatever feels good for you. And let's take an easy twist here. So left hand's going to come down the left leg, right arm up and over, open the chest towards the left wall. And then come back, frame out that foot, tuck the left toes, raise the left knee, let's bump it up behind us. Hips towards the front of the room, and let's settle in our pyramid pose. Take an inhale, create some space for yourself. Raise yourself up. Exhale, fold. Good, shift to lift. Big bend to the knees, shift up. Left foot meets the right. Gently roll up, one vertebrae at a time. Last thing to lift is the crown of the head. Let's take an inhale, arms up, hands to touch. Exhale, hands through heart space, Tadasana mountain pose. Maybe shut down the eyes here for a second. Nice and strong. Let's inhale the arms all the way up, slight back bend. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Take an inhale, halfway lift up, flat back. Exhale, fold. Good, let's bring our fingertips to the mat first. Big bend in the knees. Let's send that right foot all the way back, keeping the left foot raised off the mat. Walk your hands a little bit more in towards you. Let's sink into that left knee, the left hip. Gaze towards the front of the room. And then release the knee slowly down to the mat. Untuck the toes. Maybe walk your left foot up a little bit more. Good. Take a second here. Sink into the left hip. Good. Grounding down into your foot. Get light on your fingertips. Raise yourself up. And find your crescent lunge on this side. Again, doing whatever feels good for you. Let's take that easy twist. So right hand's going to come down the right leg. Left arm up and over. Open up the chest towards the right wall. And then come back. Frame out that left foot. Tuck the right toes. Bump the right knee up. Let's bump up that right leg and settle in your pyramid pose. Hips towards the front of the room. Let's take an inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Good. Bring a big bend in the knees, gaze to the top of the mat. Shift to left, right foot just meets to the left. And gently roll up. One vertebrae at a time. Last thing to lift is the crown of the head. Let's inhale the arms all the way up. And take a side bend to the right. Right hand's going to walk down your right thigh. Come back up. Inhale the arms up. Side bend to the left. Left hand walks down the left thigh. And then return yourself back down. Bring your hands to heart space. Take an inhale and exhale at your own pace. And once you feel ready, let's raise that left knee up. Exhale, send that left foot all the way back. Once it's there, let's spin that left heel down. Sinking into your right knee, let's find our warrior two. Cartwheel the arms open. Gaze comes over the right middle finger. Good. Inhale, straighten everything up. Take a breath. Exhale, sink back down to your warrior two. Let's find our extended side angle. So right elbow is going to come to your right knee. Open the chest up to the left. Left arm raises. Or right hand can plant on the mat or your foot. Staying nice and strong in that back leg. Good, and we're going to transition here to an easy twist. So left hand's going to come down to meet the right. Pivot that back foot. Left hand plants. Open up to the right wall. Raise the right arm up. And let's go back again. Bring the right hand down. Back into your extended side angle. Beautiful. One more time. Left hand plants, pivot, twist to the right. And again, back to your extended side angle. Beautiful. Let's go to our triangle pose from here. So let's straighten that right leg and open to the left. And left hand comes down. Turn towards the front of the mat. Big shift to left into our modified warrior three. So big bend in the leg. Fingertips to the top of the mat. Strong in that right leg. Left leg straight towards the back of the room. Let's see where your balance is at today, maybe. Once you're there, left foot's going to meet the right. Take a ragdoll here. Big generous bend in the knees. Allow your chest to hang on your thighs. Maybe rocking like branches side to side. Maybe grabbing opposite elbows. Straightening the knees a little, let's roll up one vertebrae at a time. Last thing to lift is the crown of the head. And let's shake that out. Good, let's go right to the other side. So hands to heart space. Take an inhale. Exhale it out. Inhale that right knee up first. Exhale, send the right leg back. Find the mat first. Then spin the heel down. Cartwheel open the arms to your warrior two. Sinking into that left knee. Gaze can come over your left middle shoulder. Take an inhale, straighten everything up. Take a break. Exhale, sink back down into your warrior two. Headed towards our extended side angle. So left elbow can plant on the left thigh. Open up the chest towards the right wall. Raise the right arm up. Or left hand comes to the mat or to your foot. And let's go to our twist from here. Right hand's going to come down. Pivot the back foot. Plant the right hand. Open the twist up to the left. Good. Let's go back again. Left hand comes down. Pivot back to your warrior two foot. Open up to your extended side angle. And back again. Pivot the right hand. Plant the right hand. Pivot the back foot. Open up to the left. Last one. Find your warrior two. Back foot's parallel to the back of the mat. Open up to your extended side angle. And then if you're ready, straighten that left leg and open to your triangle pose. Keep breathing. Good. Come back, pivot the back foot. Big shift to lift, so big hop up into your modified warrior three. Good, getting nice and strong in that left leg. Right foot shoots out to the back of the room. And if you wanted to test your balance on this side, release the floor. And when you're ready, drop that right foot to meet the left. Let's walk the feet out a little bit wider. Maybe hands come under your feet. And take that nice wide fold. Good, let's take our hands from under our feet. Walk your feet in a little bit. Let's gaze at our toes. Raise the left toes. And lower them. Raise the right toes. And lower them. Walk your hands out a little bit more. Come to your tiptoes. And lower them. Take that fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, the arms all the way up, Urdhva. Exhale, hands to heart space, Tadasana, mountain pose. Let's try a balance here. So come to your mountain pose. Wherever you feel good, remember, find your balance, find your foundation first. Let's inhale the arms all the way up. Gaze up. Bring your hands to prayer hands. Exhale, drop the hands down to the middle of your back. Option to stay here, or grip the mat with your right toes, raise the left knee up, and then cross it over above your right knee. Not on your knee, below or above is good. Opening up that left hip, hugging your ears with your elbows. Inhale the arms up, knee up. Exhale, straighten that leg out. And return it down, shake it out. Great job. Let's go to the other side. Inhale the arms up, gaze up. Prayer hands first. Exhale, drop the hands to the back, in between the shoulder blades. Hug the ears with your elbows. Let's inhale that right knee up. And then when you're ready, cross it over above or below the left knee, opening up that right hip. Inhale, arms up, knee up, and then exhale, straighten the right leg out. And release it down, let's shake it out. Beautiful. Let's inhale the arms up. Exhale, swan dive, fold. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, right foot goes back, left foot goes back. High plank and take a flow. Chest towards your thighs, armpits towards your thighs. Let's inhale that right leg all the way up and back. Come in, exhale, bring the right knee behind the right wrist, sending that left foot behind you, sinking into your pigeon pose. Taking a few breaths here to do whatever feels natural for you, whatever feels good. If something doesn't feel right, try it, come out of it, and try something else. In whatever position you're in, come to your hands. Let's tuck the left toes, raise the left knee first, and then send our right leg back and up. Good, maybe we'll take a three-legged flow here. So roll over, shoulders past your wrist, tuck the elbows, find your back bend, and then find your down dog. Good, take a breath. Let's inhale left leg all the way up. Exhale, hug it in, roll forward, planting that left knee behind the left wrist, sending the right foot out behind you. You can take a gaze, look at it. Taking the pigeon on this side or whatever feels good. Taking a few moments here, a few breaths. And if you're down, you can come to your hands, plant them under your shoulders. Let's tuck the right toes, raise the right knee first, and then send that left leg up and back, pushing the chest towards the thigh in your three-legged dog. Let's take a flow like this again. So roll the upper body, shoulders past the wrist, tuck the elbows. Take your back bend and find your down dog. Big bend in the knees, gaze towards the hands, hop, step, or walk all the way up, and then gently come to a seated position. Feet to the top of the mat, knees can stay tented, hands under your thighs. Let's finish where we began. So rock back, legs up parallel to the floor, gaze towards your toes, right hand forward and back, left hand forward and back, both hands, maybe straighten your boat and back, plant the hands, release yourself down, nice and slow. Once you're there, let's take a big hug in with the knees. Inhale those legs all the way up into waterfall. Hands can come to a cactus or a T. Taking whatever waterfall feels good for you. Maybe a dancing one with circles. Or maybe you enjoy the stillness. You can shut down your eyes again. And once you're ready, release your feet to the top of the mat. Slowly. Let's hug the knees in again. Arms out to a cactus or a T. Let's cross that right leg over the left, allowing the knees to come to the left side of the mat. Keeping that right shoulder planted on the mat. Taking this twist. Maybe keeping the eyes shut down. And using your core, raise yourself back up. First, uncross the legs. Let's go to the other side. Cross the left leg over. Using your core, release your legs down towards the right wall. Keeping that left shoulder planted on the mat. Maybe gaze comes over the left shoulder. And using your core, raise yourself back up. Uncross the legs. Let's hug the knees in towards the armpits, taking some rocks like this side to side. And if you're ready, we can meet in our modified happy baby. So hands come to the bottom of the feet. Feet plant into the hands towards the sky. Knees sink in towards your elbows. Maybe some gentle rocks here. Maybe straightening one leg at a time if that feels good for you. Or maybe both. Just keep that lower back on the floor. And then when you're ready, shoot everything up. And let's meet in our final resting pose, our Shavasana. So release the feet to the top of the mat. Hands stand by your sides. Palms up if you want to receive energy and light for the rest of the day. Palms down if you want to feel grounded and at peace. And take the next few minutes for you. I know in my video I don't make it as long as it should be. But if you're doing this alone, please take 5-10 minutes in your Shavasana. You earned it. You deserve it. Take a big breath in. And exhale it out. Letting yourself melt into your mat like butter. Maybe releasing your jaw. Letting your tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth. Relaxing the area between your eyebrows. And when you're done with your Shavasana, let's bring a little life into our fingers and our toes. Rock that head side to side. Let's bring our feet to the center of the mat. Right arm raises up and overhead, and let's roll over into our fetal pose. Our pose for new beginnings and new chances. Take a breath. Keeping your eyes shut down, using your left hand to guide you up, come to a comfortable seated position. Anything that feels good for you. Hands can come to your knees. Crown of the head up. Take an inhale. Raise the shoulders all the way up to the ears. Exhale, release them down. Inhale the arms all the way up to touch. Exhale, bring those hands to heart space, rounding at the neck, bowing at the head. Thank you for filling my day with light and love. Please take your light and share it with the world today, tomorrow, and the next day. Namaste. Thanks, everybody.